Welcome back to Behind the Print podcast, where we feature industry leaders and uncover the creative minds and their businesses within the world of professional printing. Our mission is to provide you with inspiring, actionable resources that elevate your business projects and accelerate your journey to excellence in profit and in print. Today's episode is Crafting Luxury One Page at a Time, and I'm here today with Engel Völkers' current marketing and brand manager, Kaitlin WeigeIt. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you? Of
I'm good, thanks. Thank you for joining us.
course, I'm
So,
excited.
absolutely. So, if you're ready, let's just dive right into it. So, what can you tell me about the people who buy property from Engel and Volkers?
So, Engel and Volkers clients are discerning buyers that are looking for more than just a property. They invest in lifestyles. Usually, it's people that are looking for waterfront estates, condos, island retreats. We've got offices in Florida, at least from Naples to Key West, Jacksonville, Pensacola. So, we're pretty much all over the map, even in the equestrian cities in Ocala and Wellington. They're drawn to luxury, though. Our brand likes to offer personalized services, white glove. They typically are looking for clients that are in the higher price range, but every Florida market is pretty different. So whether that's the luxury of a waterfront canal or a condo that's kind of looking over a river, anything like that is usually what our clients are looking for.
Okay. What are some of the biggest challenges in selling a property in this market?
I would say there's a lot of noise going on social media. Anytime you open up Zillow and you search for a property, you're going to constantly get those ads, and then it kind of curates your algorithm to other people doing different marketing. So, being an advisor that's trying to sell a property, you kind of have to fight with everybody because everybody's doing digital ads and selling their services online, and it just kind of becomes a cluster. So, trying to make sure that you stand out from your competitors is really what the biggest issue is, what we're seeing with our social media and online marketing. Same
Yeah.
thing with like email, spam mail. There's so much stuff that goes to spam. Like if you're not recognized by these people, it's just going to go straight to their spam box and they're never going to see it. So trying to figure out ways to get your stuff to the top of inboxes is also pretty difficult.
So, how do you stand out and get yourself to the top of those inboxes?
We have a lot of different offers within the brand. We have different companies such as Resora and Lofty that are pretty robust with what they're able to do and able to help these advisors get their stuff to the top of the inboxes. So sending out like weekly campaigns kind of helps them a little bit more. Like Gmail recognizes their email a little bit easier. So it's not just going straight to their spam and they know that it's a verified sender. So using those services through the brand is pretty much what helps them. So that's a nice offering that we offer to our advisors.
Okay, I think that might have just answered my next question. What is the most influential marketing strategy in buying and selling properties?
It really has to be the digital ads. I mean, people are getting physical mailing, but that's also, most of it's going to be junk mail. If you don't have a nice, pretty picture that's going out and it's not as nicely branded, we do have really good physical mail, but it's going to get tossed out most of the time if it's not a bigger piece. But we do offer, we've got our GG magazines, which is brought out of Germany. It curates all the properties that get sent to it from like Mallorca to California. So we've got 30 countries that we're located in. So it's got a whole bunch of different listings in there and it's curated with a bunch of different luxury, like lifestyle information. One of the subscribers for GG is Kim Kardashian. So it's kind of a
Wow.
big deal out there. She posted one time on her Instagram story with a picture of it on her coffee table. So it's a nice magazine. It's something that kind of stands out. Another thing that we like to do with our physical mail is we put out a red wax seal onto the back of letters, so it's a little bit more personalized when somebody opens it up. It's a bit of a different experience instead of just using the normal glue strip on the back of it, but that's another nice little touch that we like to do to stand out in physical mail.
Very interesting. Do you
Yeah.
have any major milestones or projects that have defined your career at Engel and Volkers?
Yeah, my favorite project is my baby. It's a luxury market report that we do for the state of Florida. We highlight all the markets that we're currently in, which is over 50. So it's quite a bit, but we take the data from floridarealtors.com and I put it into a spreadsheet, analyze it, and put it into this market report that gets published. We do it at the end of the year and we do it mid-year. It started off when I was an intern. We were trying to get it going, but we've been doing it for about 2, 3 years now, so I've kind of got a little system down for it. But it's my baby. It's it's a lot of work, but it's my favorite thing to do. And we use you guys for printing every time we do it, and it comes out beautifully. So
We appreciate that.
yeah.
So, what are some of the largest challenges that Engel and Volkers as a company faces, and how do you address that?
I would say we've got a lot of luxury competitors. Sotheby's, Coldwell Banker, they're, bigger names, but they're they don't offer the same services that we do. We really like to stick with that white glove offering where we're doing everything for you behind the scenes, making sure that everything is getting done efficiently and that you don't have to worry about anything as one of our clients. We've got a lot of different companies that we work with, like title partners and lawyers and everything. So everything that we do, again, is just it's very direct. We want to make sure from start to finish, each person that's buying or selling a home makes sure that they feel comfortable and they know what's going on, but they don't have to do anything.
Can you tell me more about your white glove offerings?
Yeah, so again, it kind of goes from the marketing perspective. They do everything they can, the advisors do, to make sure that they're sending out postcards to their different clients and areas that might be interested in moving to these areas or might be interested in selling. One of the big things is like farming campaigns that we do. We send them out or we send postcards and email campaigns to these specific markets to make sure that the demographics understand that they have a realtor, that they have somebody there that can buy or sell their home for them. But in Florida, we work with a title partner that works with pretty much all of our brokerages, but it helps them get to the finish line pretty fast. And each one of our brokerages makes sure that their licensed partner is really keen on the market and they really understand what's going to be the best process for trying to get this home out or when it should be going online. And we also have a service called Edge, which helps when the listing goes live, they're able to promote it to every single real estate company that or real estate website that will take it and put it up on their MLS services. So it goes from like Zillow to realtor.com. We've got Global Mansion. Wall Street Journal will take it, but it's a really robust system that we try to use to get all these listings up in bigger names so that they can get more visibility online. Because again, that online presence is really big for selling these homes.
Absolutely. So, kind of a different question. If you had a day completely free to spend however you'd like, how would you spend it?
It would have to be going to the pool. I'm sure every graphic designer knows that the sunlight does not hit your face pretty much all week. You are stuck behind the computer, so the only light you're getting is that blue light coming from your computer.
Believe me, I,
So,
I know the struggle.
yeah, sitting behind the computer is fun, but I would love to just go lay in the sun for a day if I could. I need it. We live in Florida and I haven't been able to enjoy my summer yet.
One last question for you. How can our listeners get in touch with you to buy a property or learn more about Engel and Volkers?
We've got a couple of different options for that. Each shop in Florida, they have their own websites, which is going to be the city that it is. So let's say it's wellington.evrealestate.com, but the general website for Engel and Volkers for all of America is going to be www.evrealestate.com. You can also email us at florida@evrealestate.com if you're interested in talking to any of our CEO. For the state of Florida, we are offering franchise services. So if anyone's interested in opening a brokerage or learning more about opening a brokerage with Florida, Engel and Volkers, you can contact us at florida@evrealestate.com.
Okay. Did you have any other questions for me?
I don't think so. If you
Okay.
thought of any more for me, I can try to answer.
Well, I think that's a wrap on another episode of Behind the Print. Thank you for joining us, and thank you to our listeners for joining us as we explored the artistry and innovation of the printing world. Remember, having a strong vision, building the right strategy, and using tools like print to amplify your message will make your brand stand out from the crowd. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to get a sample pack today from PrintingCenterUSA.com and share it with your fellow business enthusiasts. Until next time, keep those creative sparks flying, and remember, there's always more behind the print. Thanks again for joining us.